My name is Rance Branson, and I will never forget the summer of '87. I rode into what was, well, up until that time, the peaceable town of Beaver Gulch for a quick visit. The sheriff was my cousin. His name was Les Hardy. Well, one day in June, Durango Doll and her bunch of wild cowgirls tried to buy out the Miller Ranch. Well, sir, Tex Miller wanted no part of these gals. They hog-tied him to a tree when he refused to sell his spread to them.
I'd rather take up with a pack of wild coyotes.
The gals then riled all the ranch hands into a gunfight. Gals had some laughs ventilating cowboys, and if that wasn't enough, the Hellcats then burned the ranch and the whole kit and caboodle down to dust. Next day, when Sheriff Hardy rode out to investigate, Doll and her gang rode into town and cleaned out the bank. And on the way out of town, they sent 2 deputies to Boot Hill. After a spell, the lawless women divided up the bank money and rode their separate ways. There was outlaw Belle plenty. She gambled and drank a lot. Durango Doll became the boss lady of the Silver Dollar Saloon.
That means what I say goes.
And Tammy Stacker and Amy Vickers bought a ranch just outside of Hooter Junction. But none of the outlaw gang could have reckoned that they'd soon have to tangle with 2 of the street-shootingest sharpshooters in the whole territory. Sarah Good and Beth Ann Masters happened to be the widows of the 2 deputies that were gunned down during the bank holdup. And boy, howdy, they could ride and shoot with the best of them. Sarah was a trick-shoot artist on the rodeo circuit, and Beth Ann was the daughter of a U.S. Marshal. She could handle a 6-shooter by the time she could walk. After their husbands were buried, the gals knew what they had to do. They cowgirled up and rode the range for revenge. One by one, they tracked down each member of the gang and shoot it out. Durango Doll never robbed another bank. The next stop on the trail of vengeance was the Bar TA Ranch, owned by desperados Tammy Stacker and Amy Vickers. Beth Ann kept an eye on the bunkhouse, but was spotted up on the bluff by these 2 female polecats. The avenging widows closed in, but their foes were loading their 6-shooters and ready to fight. Outlaw Tammy took cover in the brush when she ran out of bullets, but was called out by Beth Ann for a high noon showdown over yonder in the south pasture. Only two of the bank robbing killer Cowgirl bunch still roamed the frontier. Molly Barton, and the most dangerous outlaw of them all, Bill Plenty. The gals were still in cahoots, robbing, rustling, outlaw stuff. But the headstrong widows vowed to ride until the two remaining range renegades were brought to justice. One morning, the widows spotted Sheriff Hardy on the trail. Kind of sudden-like, and like it or not, the sheriff found himself with two new special deputies.
I'm anxious to see how much we got.
Me too.
Feels pretty heavy. I'm gonna go inside here in the barn and count it.
Those two little saddle sluts are gonna pay for what they did to my husband.
Girl, it's a showdown. Let's go.
Easy, gals, easy. We're gonna try and take them alive. That's the code of the West. Beth Ann, you come with me.
Yes, sir.
Sarah, you stay here.
Hands up. Turn around. Hold it right there, sidewinder. Turn around. I ought to gun you down right now. I'm gonna give you the chance you never gave my husband.
You little fool.
Where I come from, they call me Six Gun Sarah, the fastest shooting girl in all the West. And my trigger finger is getting a little itchy.
Okay there. Well, I bet y'all thought that she was gonna win this showdown.
Well, yeah. We were fixing to have Sarah Goody Two-Shoes lying on the ground over there win the West. But sassy Belle Plenty over here wouldn't see it our way.
And it's boot hill for that sister.
Well, we got tangled up with cowgirls, mister. And they don't cotton to no silly movie script or abide by what some fancy pants movie director tells them to do. Last word, Belle Plenty was still in the saddle. She aimed to rustle up a new gang of outlaws.
Babes who put the bad in Badlands.
More wanted cowgirls. I'm Rance Branson. Adios.